What's up, guys? It's Missy. I'm back with another SimCity Build It video. This is walkthrough of the Missy's Building Guide Part 1 or Episode 1, whatever the hell you guys want to call it. So basically what's going to be going on is we had done a walkthrough and I think we got to like part 13 or 14 and then the game changed and the device that I was using, it was a total piece of shit. So basically I decided that rather than picking up where we left off on that city, that we would just restart under the new circumstances with the Missy's Building Guide 2. So for those of you who are following the Missy's Building Guide and you want to follow along and you just started a city, great. If you guys are a little bit ahead of me, great. But either way, we're going to go ahead and start this city off. It's already level 4. I tried to do the first episode with you guys like from the tutorial, but the phone was being a total piece of shit. So I ended up getting that fixed and hopefully everything is going to work now. Okay, so basically what I had to do was I had to wipe the app, or you can uninstall it or reinstall it. You can hold down on the app, click app info, and then clear the storage and the cache or whatever, and it'll catch whatever you call that stupid thing, and it'll be cleared up. Now you're going to have to clear the storage in order for the app to reset back to what it would be like if you had just installed it. So at that point, what you need to do is you need to set the age bar past 18, or at least at 18. I know some people say it's at like age 10 or 11 or 13 or whatever, but I always go past 18 just to be sure. Because if you don't, it will forever ruin your city. You will be unable to connect it to Facebook and you'll be unable to join any clubs. Okay, there's no way to fix this setting according to EA, so make sure that you set that age bar high enough. Once you've done that, definitely get your Facebook set up if you don't already have one set up. Make sure that if you're using a second Facebook that you had to make, that it's been active for at least 1 hour. You know, because if you don't have the Facebook for at least an hour, it won't let you connect any games to it. So what you'll do is you'll go through the tutorial. You're going to place down houses and whatnot. You're going to do your basic, you know, factory that they give you. And what you want to do when you first start off, you are going to start off with 50 cash. Now, at this time, because we're going to be following the Missy's Building Guide, what we want to do is we want to spend any cash that we get from opinion bubbles, from the city journal, city achievements. It doesn't matter where the cash comes from, but any cash that you guys obtain at this time should be spent on upgrading your shop slots. This is extremely important for your success in Mega, okay? Now, the next very important thing to pay very close attention to is that you guys are only building regular residential homes. And by regular, I mean when you click on your little house here, that you guys are only building the first one. Now, the reason for this is because with the way that I have the guide written is essentially what you want to do is you want to have all of these homes at a maximum upgrade so that when you get to level 24 and you unlock epic projects, you're able to convert all of these homes into epics. Now, the theory here is that you guys are going to be level 24, so when you unlock epics at level 24, that's the lowest level that you can be. So that's the, and still do epic projects. So that's the cheapest that you can do an epic project for, is when you're level 24 and you have all 3 and 4 pointer buildings. So right now, that's the whole idea, is that you have a certain amount of experience between now and level 24, right? So you don't want to waste any of that very valuable experience on building any other type of home that doesn't pose any benefit to you. Building a Paris home or a Latin home or whatever, those don't do anything for you in terms of efficiency or benefit. And the service demand is actually higher on those. So right now we're going to be focusing on the fact that you're limited for coin, so you want to have the lowest service demand possible. If you click on the building here, you will see that it says the service demand is low, right? Whereas like this one's low, but the population for it is only 300. So at a maximum upgrade, this house can only provide you 300 people without any pop boosters. That's how this works. Now, as you progress through the game, you'll place things like parks, education, and stuff like that. That will boost the population of the home. But on its own, standing without any pop boosters, the most people that you can have in this house is 1,836. Once this home gets converted to an epic project, the maximum amount of people in the home without any pop boosters becomes 2,411. So it's actually right up there with the Omega home at the 2,550. But the service demand is low versus high. So you're going to save a lot on your map in terms of services. So definitely going with the regular home. Plus, this can be converted into an epic project, which can speed up your production. For those of you who do not know what an epic project is, it is a piece of a speed token that you're going to use to boost making items. It's going to make your items produce faster. Now, this will produce this token every 24 hours, and you can collect up to 35 tokens in your little bank before you have to use them, or basically let them sit on your house until you're able to collect them. Right now, the idea with the Missy's Building Guide is that you're going to be converting all epics from level 24 to 43 to gold. Okay? That the reason for this is because they are going to be at their cheapest point from this time. Between level 24 and 43, you will have unlocked all items in the game. So after level 43, being how you'll have all the items unlocked anyways, then your epics are basically, they're going to cost what they're going to cost, right? So now it really doesn't matter what type of epic you make, but the idea is that you make all of your gold ones while they're the cheapest they can possibly be. Okay, so that being said, what we're going to be focusing on here is upgrading houses, and then you guys all need to watch the Never Upgrade Your Roads Again video. The Never Upgrade Your Roads Again video is definitely going to be more detailed than what I'm going to be talking about here today. But basically, when we set up our roads, we are essentially, you can only have 3 roads red at any one given time. So the idea is that you guys will set up these roads, these red roads, far away from civilization or whatever, people, so that the happiness is not affected by the traffic. Okay, so you're going to put a little dash of road like this anywhere on your map, preferably somewhere out of sight, you know, kind of like maybe in the back. You can put services on it if you want, but whatever it is that you place on this road, as long as it's not a house or anything, but whatever you place on this road, keep in mind that it has to sit there until you're ready to basically change out your road display. Because if you pick it up at all and move it or place it down or anything, it will take away that notification, which is also a trick for you guys if you guys are experiencing road, notifications for roads about them being too populated. You can pick up whatever's on the road, place it down elsewhere, and the notification will disappear. If it doesn't disappear, it means that you need to pick up more of what's on that road and lower the population on that stretch of road, and then that notification will disappear. Another method is to bulldoze and repave, but that is a very tedious method, and oftentimes the buildings will shift out of place, and it's just overall annoying. So basically what you're going to be doing here is you're going to be setting up 3 little dashes, putting parks, whatever it is that you want to put on it. If you want to do services, you will have to connect that to the main stretch, right? So like what you would do is you would put it like this, so that you have the little dash coming off of it, but it's still connected to the main road. Then you would place whatever service that you want to place on it, and then once that road goes red, then you would be okay. Now you want to, as long as you can get 3 of those little dashes to go red, then once those 3 roads are red, you never have to upgrade another road again, and your happiness will not be affected. You will have the annoying little exclamation mark up at the top but it's not going to be dropping your happiness at all, and it's not going to be costing you any money. This is very important that you guys get this done very early on. We will set ours up when we get a little further unlocked, you know, in the map, because I want to put mine a little further back. So I'm going to hold off for now and just use the method of moving stuff around and bulldozing and repaving until I get a little bit more of our map unlocked, and then we'll go ahead and set those roads up. Okay, so we are at the point now where we're level 4 and we need to look at what we got going on, right? So right now we have this here, and it's offering me 130 coins for the plank, which I'm actually going to decline because that takes quite a while to make, and I could use it for some house upgrades. Then we need to take into consideration you can only have 3 construction zones down at a time, so I'm going to look through my residential building requirements, and I'm going to set some stuff down to be made. And we're going to kind of flip through them. This one wants 2 nails, 2 wood, which isn't bad considering it's going up to I think almost its maximum upgrade. Anytime you see these little bubbles pop up, you need to hit the bubbles. I'm going to click no on that. Okay, this one wants 3 nails, 1 wood. That's fine. The ones that ask for like 20 nails, don't do that. Just hit redo or whatever. So now we're level 5. Now it says, do you smell smoke? Provide fire coverage. Okay, this is where stuff's going to get a little trickier. So here's the thing. When you guys buy your... Why is stuff on sale? Oh, that's why. Okay, so don't buy these promotion bundles. Now, there is a rumor that if you do any in-game purchase, your ads will stop. That is not true. I've done it on 2 cities now, and it has not stopped my ads. However, it has stopped ads for some people, or it was coincidence. The thing with EA is you never really have an indefinite answer. You never have a for sure, yes, this is what causes this. So have I been able to do in-game purchases and still get those little ads pop up? Yes. On 2 cities, yes, I have. Have I heard stories of people who haven't? Yes, I've also heard stories. But we're going to test it, just not right now because I don't want to buy this right now. But we will test it and see how it does on this city. Okay, so Tinytown is the little thing that popped up for the stars and the cash. We will place that down here in just a second. So here's our taxes building. We want to get this placed right away. This is going to basically give us our taxes. So we'll collect that. And that goes based off of a couple of things. Taxes gets accumulated by city level, city happiness, and city pop. Okay, so all 3 of those are factored into calculating taxes. Now, boosting your pop to an obscene amount honestly doesn't benefit you. It really doesn't. You can sit there and boost your pop up to an obscene amount, but ultimately it's only going to do so much for you. Like, yeah, it'll give you a little bit more taxes, but by the time you get done paying for the services that's required for all those extra people, it's basically of no benefit to you. I have, you know, maps that have millions of people on them, and I get like 22,000 a day. It's garbage, you know, like what the hell are you going to do with $22,000? That's like nothing, right? So the fact that you are going to be paying an obscene amount, it just, in services, road upgrades, things like that, it just doesn't make sense to proceed on. So we're going to do a couple more upgrades here. Now, taking into consideration that when you do your upgrades, you're getting coins for doing these upgrades, right? So right now we're at 28,000. Now, we're going to keep producing nails because they not only turn a decent profit, but they're going to be one of the main things that these buildings ask for. When you have some downtime, you know, like when you're not on the game or whatever, try to produce the longer items like planks and stuff. For this time, this is what we're going to focus on. So right now we also have the little achievement things, right? And those achievement things will bring us cash, like, oh, you know, sell this many items, things like that. So one of the things is we need to get a fire station. Okay, so which one do we buy and why? Let's look at the prices. We have this small one for $3,100, but this one isn't really going to do us much good, right? It's only going to cover a very small amount, meaning this much. So yeah, we could probably place it here, but it's not going to cover all of the zones that we need. This one will cover all the zones, but then nothing more. And we know that we're going to be expanding. This one here is 21,000. So it will only leave us with 7,000, but we'll only have to buy it once, right? So we're actually going to go with the deluxe right away. Okay, so that way what's happening here is we can spend 21,000 right now as a one-time shot. Get it done and not have to deal with it. And then we can continue to expand our people without having an issue with the fire, right? Which in turn will bring us more money. Or what we can do is we can drop 5,500 and then have to drop 5,500 again right away just to be able to add some more homes. That's already half the price of the other one. And what's the point in that, right? So let's go ahead and place the fire one down here. Now we have 7,000 coins, okay? So essentially, a lot of people worry way too much about coins and they make vital mistakes. They worry too much about their happiness and their services and they make very vital mistakes. When your happiness drops from 100%, it will drop your tax amount. But you need to take into consideration that you're not collecting your taxes all at once, right? You're collecting your taxes anytime you click on the building, anytime there's a little coin. So right now, we just collected the taxes. So the little bit of happiness that is down, it's not affecting us yet because we're still in the 20% tax bracket. If we fall below a certain amount, it will start to drop, but it's only going to drop for as long as we're in that zone. Then it will go back up to the 20%, amount. So we're not really losing out on a whole lot. We're going to keep selling these little things, and then we're going to click on any of our progress clip trays, open these up, see what it wants. It says collecting taxes to a certain amount. Okay, great. Now we have a notification over here. We're going to click and see. Right now it is complaining about power. Okay, so when you do the math on the power and which ones are the best one is going to be the coal power. If you're talking in terms of like coin versus coverage, the best in terms of cost is going to be coal power, and you also have a thing in your city journal to provide coal power to a certain amount of residents, and then you get that little cash benefit there. So we're going to go ahead and place down the coal power. Now we're down to 4,000 coins. So we're going to go ahead and, again, checking any of these that pop up. Click yes to anything that seems like a good deal. Don't sell any nails or planks right now because you need those. But any wood or metal that it's asking for is totally fine. This one's asking for 5 nails, so we're actually going to hit refresh and then plastic and wood. Okay, so we're going to keep one with plastic. Now it's doing this video ad thing that pops up. Let's turn that down. Okay. So these video ads will pop up randomly. Now you can click back and not do them, but basically what happens is at the end of this video ad, whatever factory you had just loaded, it's going to zoom that up and speed it up and make it to where those items are now available to you right away. This is nice, but also irritating sometimes if you kind of are just trying to be in a hurry and it's just for like metal or something. You can click off, but we're going to go ahead and take it, do that. Now, if you noticed right here, see that it's got this little video symbol here. I can watch that and it will allow me to collect that one. So This is what people are referring to when they say this disappears with an in-game purchase. So we're going to test that and see if it does in fact disappear. But we'll wait just a second for this to finish. On 2 of my cities, it has not disappeared. I even have somebody as high as level 25 that still gets these video ads. And they've done in-game purchases as well. So, okay, sped that one up. Now we can go ahead, place another one down, and that one's $5. Now, if we look, all these other ones are not there, and it's going to make us wait. So, let's see what else we got here. Okay, so we need 1 wood. We've got the nail. Now, this one is going to give us 749 coins. And this one's going to give us 732 coins. So we're going to go with that one first. Now we've got 3 residentials over here. We can place these down. Now you don't want... Here's the thing. When you click on the house here, see this menu up at the top? It says total 17, abandoned 0, ready for upgrade 6. Epic buildings locked until level 24. Okay. So you need 35 homes to participate in the war feature. So you have to make sure that you have at least 35 homes on your map when you get to level 18 if you want to join a club and participate in Club Wars, which if you're following the Missy's Building Guide, you will need to do that. Okay, that being said, when you do your upgrades, you want to make sure that you are not only getting enough residents on your map, but that you're upgrading them to a maximum. Because what will happen is, when you get to level 24, you will not be able to convert these homes to epic projects unless they are maxed out. So you don't want to end up somebody who has like 75 residentials on your map, but only at 1 or 2 upgrades. So we know that we can safely place new ones down because we only have 17, right? But we want to be very careful on how many we place down to ensure that we're able to get them all to a maximum upgrade without exceeding level 24. Now, how many of you guys are going to be focused on camping to do your storage? Here's the thing with that, okay? We're going to focus on everything. We're doing the guide to a perfect city, so if you want to do good and do the Missy's Building Guide, then you will need to follow it as I have it written. Now, this particular city, this particular guide or whatever, we're going to focus this on a 100% effective, we're going to follow the Missy's Building Guide 100%, okay? So, like I said, if you wanted to restart, now would be the time to follow along, or if you just want to kind of kick back, watch the walkthroughs, and proceed on where you're at, totally cool with that. Just pay very close attention that if I'm leveling up and saying, yes, you need to go up in level, and you're camping level 11 for 6 months, you will hurt your city substantially. Camping too long, it can be just as bad as not camping. It really can. It will really, really hurt you. You won't be able to utilize certain features of the game at the right time, and it will cause a major setback. Okay, so let's go ahead and see if we can do any of these upgrades, which we can, but we just want to be careful that we're not missing out on any upgrades that we would need to do. Okay, so we don't want to end up with like 70 homes. So here's the thing with the hold on. Where's the... Okay, so we've got 17 total. We're going to go ahead and place down some more because we know that we can place down... I know for a fact that you can have 35 homes at a maximum upgrade and still be below level 24 or right around level 24. I think it's 40 homes from start to finish to hit level 24. If I remember right, that's what somebody had told me. They had tested it. They had started at level 1, only doing regular residential upgrades, all the way to level 24, and they had exactly 40 homes at a maximum upgrade. That being said, I know how many residents I can lay down and still complete them, so I'm perfectly okay to continue to do that. Any of these little ads you guys should watch. I honestly, on my main city, I really don't watch them because I'm just kind of like lazy about it. But if you're a city that's just starting out, you really do benefit from all of these little things. If you're somebody who has another city that you can kind of bounce back and forth to, all the better. Okay, so like you can connect this city to that city via Facebook, and if you can add coins or items, or if you need things, it'll make a huge difference. If that is the case, there are some things that you can do differently. Basically, you would buy all of the best services, you would buy all of the best resources as quickly as possible, and you would be able to speed up the process of your upgrades. So it would basically just make everything a little easier and go a little faster. Definitely a huge benefit there, okay? So we're going to go ahead and bulldoze out this piece of road because it's annoying me. All right. Now, like I said, any opinion bubbles, you're going to pop them because they can provide you with, rares and stuff. Here's the thing with rares. You absolutely have no reason whatsoever at any time to sell your rares. Okay? Never is it acceptable to sell them. Ever. I don't care how broke you are. I don't care if your happiness is at 1%. I don't care if the whole fucking city is on fire. Don't sell them. It's not worth it. There's always another way. There's always something else that you can do. Selling your one camera for 650 coins is not going to make or break you. Okay? If your city is on fire and they're all jumping out and wanting to kill you, then bulldoze them. No, but really, I mean, seriously, you guys, don't sell your rares. It's not worth it. Don't bulldoze your people either. But pop these bubbles as much as you can. There is ways that you can get these bubbles to pop up more frequently, and that is by providing them with little services, that are beneficial to them. So one of the things here, you guys, is anything that is limited time, any buildings that are limited time that you think you may want, you should get them because they may never come back. And if they do, it might take a whole year or several years for them to reoccur. So if you see anything that is not here like all the time that you really, really want, you should buy it. Okay? Like, for example, this building here is 250 cash. Now, just a heads up, you guys cannot see the epic pointers on your game unless you're level 24. That being said, I do have a video where I go through and I show you guys which buildings are worth 2 points, which buildings are worth 4 points, and so forth. This particular building is worth 4 points. Or no, not this one. This one's worth 2. The other one is worth 4 points. The big castle for, I think, $5.99. So if you wanted a 4-pointer, you would want to buy that. Okay? But that one's only worth 2. So we're going to collect our taxes, anytime that they pop up. We're going to pop these opinion bubbles. We got another house we can lay down. We can go ahead and put that out. We're going to check all of our upgrades here, and they're all asking for, cheap stuff. Right here, it's asking for 7 nails. We're going to refresh. If you want to, you can watch the little video ads to speed up the 30-minute timer, which, 30 seconds for 30 minutes, that's definitely a good deal. Okay, so there's a couple different type of video ads that people talk about here. This is one of them. Then you have the little ones that pop up in the bubbles, and then you have the ones that pop up on your factories. The ones that people are talking about disappearing are the factory ones. Okay, let's talk about that. That 69 coins for 3 plastic when we only have 4 of them. I'm going to go ahead and pass on this because I don't want to have to wait forever for more plastic. But right now we're going to collect the metal, the wood, see what we got here. Okay, so scoot that over. Okay, so see how we have the little video symbol there? Let's see what bundles do we have. We have this for $6.99. That's garbage. I don't see anything worth buying just yet. Level up, what level are we? 6, so we're level 7. No, we're level 6 now. Okay. Okay, so now we hit the little government tab here. This is your mayor's mansion. And your mayor's mansion is going to be where you guys collect all of your cash. And when you collect your little cash bundles here, the little cash bundles are going to be... Hang on just a second. Okay, so when you collect your little cash things, I'll show you guys. Didn't I place that out? Sorry, I was trying to open my keto shot, so I got distracted. So you place this down. You have these little stars. This is what I was talking about that we were working on with selling certain things. So this is your city achievements. Now, here's the thing with cash. It's really easy to do accidental purchases, at least for me. Especially if you're somebody who plays at night when you lay down and you're sleeping and all that. So you want to be very careful if you're somebody who does have a problem with accidental purchases that you're not having any more cash on you than need be. Okay? For example, right now, I don't need to collect these rewards. They can just sit there. They're fine. They'll be there when I need them. And if I meet the requirements for star number 2, it'll allow me to collect star number 1, and then it'll allow me to collect star number 2. So there's no need for me to, collect these if I don't want to. Right now, it's only accumulated up to 5 cash, so I'm going to leave it. Then we've got the coal and oil power to 25 residents. That one we will hit as soon as we have 25 homes. We have provide park services for 20 residential zones. So many people get confused by this, okay? So what ends up happening is when you do your services for like water, it goes to those homes. You don't have like a coverage zone on your map, right? You have a pollution square, but you don't have a coverage zone. Like when you place a park, you have that little green square on the ground, and then the homes within that green square, that coverage zone, are boosted by that park. What that means is you need to have that many homes within that coverage zone for those parks. Whereas services, there is no coverage zone. As long as it's placed on your map and has a working road to it that goes to those homes, it will automatically provide services to those homes. So if you're somebody who is trying to meet the requirements for, let's say, I believe it's like star number 3 where you need like 75 parks or residentials or whatever it is, click on the little house on your screen, like I've shown you. Make sure that you have that many houses first. And if you do have, 75 homes or higher, then click your Parks tab and make sure that all of them are being touched by that green square. Okay? So you will obviously have to place down multiple parks, but you should be able to do it. If you don't meet the requirements, it's not going to unlock. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we are going to place this a little bit further back, kind of out of the way here. We're going to pop any opinion bubbles, check on any clip trays. This one says complete an achievement and claim the reward, and then it says complete achievements and get rewards ×3. So we can get that done once we get one more achievement completed, which won't be hard because the next thing that we need to do is buy water. Now this is the best water that you can buy in terms of cost. And when I say best, I mean the best regular. You know, once you guys hit level 30 and you unlock Omega, then you'll buy your Omega resources. But we're a ways away from that. So that's what I mean by best. Okay, so let's go ahead and double check to... Okay, I guess we're watching a video. I like how that's just like totally random in your face. Okay. So we need 3 metal, 1 wood. So here's the next thing, you guys. When you guys want to look at your global market, we need 10,000 people to unlock global. We need 8,000 people to unlock our depot. So let's look at the fact that, okay, we have another factory here. So this one's free. We can place this down. So we'll get that placed and get it producing something here. Okay, we've got 2 more homes that we can place. So let's do that super quick. All right, now, we unlocked the landscape category, okay? So the landscape category, let's see what we got here. This here, you need 20,000 people for. This is a good way to buy water if you are placing like a bridge or you're trying to shape certain things. That's a whole different topic for design. These should be purchased when you guys are more in for designing. I do not recommend buying anything from the landscape category just for the purpose of boosting pop, as most of these are really low in terms of pop boost. But you guys will unlock a lot of this stuff, you know, throughout the game with side passes and stuff. The first couple of items that you purchase, like bridges wise, are going to be cheap, and then they're going to go up in price each time you purchase. Like this one is not 30 cash repeatedly. It's going to go up in price. Same with the Plumbob Bridge here. It is going to go up in price. Okay, so they do get more expensive. This one and this one, you know, the trees, these all remain the same. Okay, so right now you guys should not be spending cash on anything in here. It is not worth it to you guys. This is only a 6% boost for 8,000 coins. It is not beneficial for you at this time. Wasting keys is exactly that. It's a complete waste. So honestly, none of this stuff is beneficial to you guys right now. All right. All of this stuff is here all the time. So unless there's something in there that's limited time, just ignore all that stuff. And then let's go to parks. So the parks, this is a little trickier. You got a lot of options. This one's 18,000 for a 15% pop boost, but it also takes up 4 squares, whereas this one's only 5,000 and it's a 10% pop boost. Then you've got, you know, this one, 20% for 6,000. So 1,000 more than this, but it's double the boost, right? So then you've got this one, it's at 30%, but it's substantially higher at the $20,000 price tag. Given that we only have 4,000 coins right now, we're not going to really mess with this right now. We're just going to focus on continuing to do our upgrades. and get some of these. Okay, so that one wants 9. We can go ahead and watch this video ad. You're going to watch a lot of video ads in the beginning, especially if, you know, you're trying to get the most for everything, honestly, just stuff in general. But the next thing that you want to take into consideration when you look at the guide, you are not to unlock any beach or mountain at all until you hit Mega, okay? So you're not going to be benefiting from the population boost on the beach until you get to Mega, which is fine. You'll be able to hit your population requirements just fine without doing the beach. So let's go ahead. If you guys have another city that you're able to transfer funds with, then what you can do is you can buy some parks, and if you wanted to, you should buy the one I was just showing you for the 6,000 or whatever. Try to place it as close as you can to the houses that are the tallest, because they're going to have the most people, and try to get your population boosted up enough to unlock not only your depot over here, but your global market. Don't spend any cash unlocking your depot slots just yet. That's not important. It's more important that you get your shop slots done first. But make sure that you always have something producing in here. We're going to get some stuff producing there. Even if you guys are going to be at the point where you're going to have like 10 cameras versus like 2 locks. I know it sucks, and I know it's going to cause you guys some problems in terms of storage, but you're just going to have to make do. Do the best that you can, because you do not want to sell those items. If you have another city that you can store certain things on, then great, do that. But if you don't, then you'll just have to make do. And you guys will see all the struggles and stuff as we progress through this walkthrough. But let's go ahead and get some stuff producing, at least so it's going. And then, like I said, keep hitting the opinion bubbles. Keep dropping down houses until you reach at least 35. You can place down probably about 40 homes. But I would recommend, you know, start with 35, get them all maxed out first, and then once you're at that point where they're maxed out, then you can go ahead and go up if you need to, or if you have the experience to. Note that when we get to, you know, level 18, things are going to change in terms of how we upgrade, but we will talk about that when we get there. We're doing what we call speed leveling, and that is where we pretty much level up as quickly as we can without costing us any real, like, problems. You know, like, we're still going to benefit just as much as if we didn't, you know, speed level, actually more so. But we're going up faster than what a general player would normally go up. So again, we're going to kind of flip through here and see which ones are asking for, you know, too much or whatever. Most of them are just asking for metal. So we're going to go ahead and get that. Place down some more metal. As soon as you guys have the ability to buy the 3-slot factories, go ahead and do that. I usually skip buying the 4-slot factories and just try to get my pop boosted enough to get the 5-slot ones, because the 4 slots are just a waste of money. They really are. They're a total waste of money. So let's go ahead and get these done here. Every time we do an upgrade, we're you know, we're adding money to our little bank here. So we've got 1, 2, we need 1 more, and then we can meet that clip tray requirement. Okay. I hate watching video ads. You guys have no idea. I'm going to put all of these walkthroughs on one playlist, you guys. And I'll try to keep the thumbnails, you know, relatively similar. Okay. Ooh, woohoo. So this here is actually a really good deal. It's the 99 cents for the, you know, two whatever. We're going to do this and see if our ads disappear. Now, if you guys do not turn your game on and collect this every day, it will continue to deduct the days from you. So, like, if you don't open your game for 2 weeks, you don't come back to 14 days worth of stuff to collect. They take the day from you whether you claim it or don't claim it. Okay, so let's keep going here. And there's our video ad. So we did an in-game purchase and we are still getting video ads. So there is your answer. This is now my third test, my third city that I've tested this on. You do still get video ads after an in-game purchase. So if you need to clip this part of my video and put it to the sky, I don't know. But I don't know why people think that matters. So there it is again. Here's our video ad symbol after our in-game purchase. Okay? So that is not true. All right. This is 46 minutes long. I'm going to go ahead and get this uploaded, and then I will see you guys back here for episode 2. Right now I'm going to set up the stuff here. Now, we have a little bit more cash, so this one here is 22 for the next one. I think what I'm going to do, this shop in particular is a little bit more valuable to you right now than the other one. So we're going to go with that one. And then we have $9 more. And what we can do is go here, collect these two. That'll bring us up to 14. And then on our next one, we'll be able to buy that if we want. Now, we've got wood, metal, wood. Let's see, wood. All right. So yeah, we've got a lot of stuff that is easy to make and whatnot. All right. I'm going to get this uploaded and then we will come back for part 2.